What is going on, guys? We are back with another video on Madden 17, and yes, it is the Primetime franchise where we are the Falcons. We got an insane upset last video, 33-3 against the Packers, but if you look at our injuries, man, it's bad. We have a lot of key players injured and still will be injured unless we make it to the Super Bowl, and even then, only Brian Poole, I think his name is Brian, really great by me to know my team's names, but and Deion Jones are the only two that could return, so really not even that big of a return anyways. Of course, we're one of the last four teams in the NFC trying to get a ticket to the NFC Championship game, going against the 15-1 Eagles. Not an easy task at all. Eagles have a decent team in-game, and the guy controlling them is very good early on, trying to get that run game going that we usually get, which is surprising if you're on this channel and this is the first time you've watched one of these videos. You're probably like, run game? What do you mean? Did you mean pass game? No, I meant run game. We run the ball very well despite losing Freeman. And early on, a 3-and-out, not looking good whatsoever. But hey, we're on defense early, and we are going against the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Smallwood, and the pretty much he was number 2, Wentz. So, two youngsters that are on the up and up. 3rd and 9, though, early on defense, and that's going to be a user pick with Jalen Collins, I believe. So we might have given up the ball early, but we also took in the ball early, back and early down the side of the field. We love those running backs. And Spiller, the free agent himself, going for 20+ on the reception. 1st and 10, looking for someone open, and that's going to be the pressure that gets there, which might be a case all night. Throwing to the corner. Julio Jones doesn't get his left foot down, so on 3rd and 21, looking to just run it to get closer for an easy field goal. That's exactly what we do. 17-yard line, gonna kick this field goal unless we decide to miss. Or worse, no, there's a block, and he's got room to run to the 50, 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, touchdown. That is not how you want to go about things. Very unlucky for the Falcons. The 7-point lead, which should have been a 3-point deficit. That's never good. You never want to come back on the field like that. And a super blitz, we try to commit everyone to blocking, and that just doesn't work. And yeah, another great rush where we're not able to throw the ball in the slightest. 3rd and 10, already down by 7. Not looking good for us in this one, and gonna throw it a little late to Julio, who cannot bring that down. We definitely depend on Julio in those situations all the time, so if we can't get him going, we're gonna be in for a long one. But on 2nd and 10, we do stop him for a loss of yards on the run play. 3rd and 13, over the top of the field into triple coverage, and it's caught by Jordan Matthews. Wow, how did that happen? 1st and goal to the outside, and that's going to be an easy touchdown for the Eagles, who are now up 14-0, and a little bit of juking inside of the red zone, our own red zone. And I mean, it would have been great if there wasn't a penalty. But anyways, Julio Jones going to get those yards back for us easily after a couple of broken tackles. 1st and 10. Going to throw right down the middle, starting to get our groove a little bit. Only the first quarter, so there's plenty of time. And we're going to take a shot to the left side, and Bryce Petty just overthrows his man, Julio. It's hard to overthrow that man. But speaking of award winners, that guy, the picked it, Nolan Carroll, also the DB of the year. So Eagles kind of on the up and up here. And speaking of up and up, getting up and up down the field, which is bad. 2nd and 5 to the outside. It's going to be a great tackle there by Anderson, who's come on very strong. We definitely need to re-sign him in the offseason because even with Deion Jones, we could always use a number 2. And that's a great sack there. So it will force a punt. So we finally stop him. And Taylor Gabriel, who gets a nice 1st down there, right down the middle of the field, and another nice run up the middle. So starting to get things going here. And what is it going to be? A perfect throw to Taylor Gabriel again. So down to the 11-yard line, pitch to the outside. Tevin Coleman almost finds the crease, but not quite the blocks he was hoping for. 2nd and 6. There's an outside throw to Spiller, who somehow gets his foot down. Doesn't quite get the touchdown which we want. Pressured, and Bryce Petty throws a pick at the 2-yard line. That's what a young quarterback's going to do for you. 2nd and 10 would have been huge to make the play behind the backfield, and somehow he gets brought down. I thought that was going to be a touchdown. Smallwood almost breaking that free. Huge hit there on 1st and 10 for a huge gain, though. No fumble or anything. 2nd and 1 over the top. Another possession catch from a receiver who probably doesn't have the greatest hands. You would think we would be able to break one free one of these times. Fumble! And nobody recovers it from the Falcons' side. So it is going to be a field goal. Trying to shot deep down the side of the field, and it does not get caught. 3rd and 10, wide open Julio Jones, and Bryce Petty misses him by an inch. That is a throw you would like your quarterback to underthrow, if anything. You want your guy to have a chance, especially on 3rd and 10, that deep down the field. No real harm or foul. And another missed throw, but on the Eagles side this time, forcing a punt. Both huge plays in the game, and that's going to be a pass interference on the defense. So 1st and 10, 17-yard line, and it's going to be all the way down to the 4 for a 1st and goal. Now 2nd and goal, looking for someone open, trying to run, has the lane free, but Alex Mack gets in the way. 3rd and goal, Julio Jones with the one-on-one, basically one-on-two jump ball touchdown. Huge play going into the 2nd half, where the Eagles do have possession of the ball as well, going to the outside, and that's going to be huge yardage yet again. Smallwood is starting to burn us at every facet, and huge. It would have been a sack, but couldn't quite finish him. Great user play right up the middle to force a 3rd and 13. Can we make the play? Going to be a pitch to the left side, and he doesn't get anywhere, which is going to be a long field goal, which he barely makes, which is very dissatisfying for the Falcons, but it's all right because there's still only a 2-possession game. 2nd and 5, run right up the middle after a short pass to the side. Going to be another 1st down, so starting to get our momentum a little bit. One-on-one to the outside, and somehow Julio Jones, one-on-one, gets picked off by Nolan Carroll. I don't know how it happens. You tell me. Late hit underneath. Could have been a penalty, but it isn't. It's going to force a punt, so we do get the ball back very quickly. Tevin Coleman, speaking of quickly, running right down the middle after a cut. And 1st and 10, Taylor Gabriel misses a wide open catch. 3rd and 10, a huge play here. Can we make it? And all 3 of his pass rushers somehow break free from our great pass blocking offensive line. 3rd and 8, another potential stop here. Give ourselves yet another try, and that's going to be a 1st down on the secondary play where our guys just weren't even paying attention. Smallwood finding a crease. This is not looking good. Down to the 7. 1st and goal. This could be game, and he gets baited by Alford, who looks like he's in a blitz, which he probably should have. Comes back and gets the pick, giving us yet another attempt. Julio Jones gets picked off again, or does he? Actually makes the play this time. 2nd and 10 at the midfield point. Throwing over the middle. Nowhere to go. That man coverage just locking us down most of the game, to be honest. But Tammy was the closest to being open. Doesn't quite get there. And a great user play by us to try to take him down, but it doesn't work. Short yardage situation turned to long after a penalty. 3rd and 17. Do make the stop, so it's going to be a punt. 20-yard line, 80 yards away. And Tammy's going to get this one started for a gain of 23 yards. 1st and 10, midfield point again, just about, and throwing to the top of the field. Julio Jones wiggling, gets the touchdown. Julio Jones is a super freak. 2nd and 6 after the blocked extra point, I believe. Going to make a clutch tackle there, only down by 7. 3rd and 6 is going to be a screen. Can't quite get there, but the rest of the team can. 2-minute warning with ball and all 3 timeouts. We control the game, but we had a free touchdown potentially if the blocks just held a little longer. 2nd and 14, huge clutch play to Sanu there to the outside. 1 minute left with 2 timeouts remaining. going to run the ball again right up the middle, finding a good chunk of yardage. One timeout, and there's another broken collarbone. Sanu. So even if we win this, we're not going to have much to work with. Almost sacked. 3rd and 2 turns into a 4th and 2. This is the game. Don't convert here, and it is over. Runs a pitch, and he gets stuffed. The defensive line, the cornerbacks, the safeties, the linebackers, all beating us basically today. And our opponent, being the good guy he is, does give us one last chance on a punt return. And as a statement for our special teams all year, can barely get to the 20-yard line. So, I'm sorry, guys. We took this team over when they were like 5-6 or something, and we turned them into a 9-7 team, which isn't bad. We did pretty well. I don't know. I felt like we did good. What did we do? 4-1? 4-1? I don't know. No, I think we were 4-6 at the time. I don't know. Either we won 4 or 5. I don't really remember. But either way, huge way to get into the playoffs. We had the most injured team by far. I actually recorded some of the team's injuries where barely anyone had injuries besides us and the Jets, who had Jameis out all season, which is rough. But the Jets are a rough roster anyways, let's be honest. Probably the best thing that could have happened. But we had by far the worst injuries, and somehow we got the upset against the Packers. And we actually were close to this one. You take away that blocked field goal, and you put 3 points on our board, and we won by, what, 10? I mean, ridiculous. So, well, not 10. I don't know, something. I don't know the math. But anyways, we're going to look at the stats as I don't say goodbye to the series, but I don't know the timetable because the Super Bowl right now is about to be played within the next couple of days. I believe it is Cookie Boy versus Texas Boy, actually, if I'm not mistaken. Browns versus Seahawks. So maybe one of you guys can clarify that. But hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. I might stream the off-season. I have no idea how that's going to fully go. But anyways, if you did enjoy the videos of this series, let me know in the comment section. Or just don't do any of that and just, whatever. But until whatever, see ya!